Hi everybody, this is Howie Marlin along with Mike Booth bringing you the second annual Atlanticville Trophy game. Today's game will bring the winners of the Fireman's Shore League, Ronan's Associates, and TNT winners of the Shore Alumni League. We're ready to start our first inning. Home team is TNT. And first batter up for Ronan's is Jimmy Ronan. First pitch, strike one on the outside corner. Home plate umpire is Augie DeVito. Second pitch, base hit into center field. Center field chopper is up with it, throws it in, and we have a leadoff batter at first base. Lenny Bruno.
Howie, we should tell the viewers that it's a 9-inning game today.
Pitches outside.
In the regular season, they play 7 innings. Today, 9 inning.
Strike two on the outside corner. 1-1 to Lenny Bruno, right fielder. Inside. 2-1. Man on first, nobody out. Top here for the first inning. Here's the pitch. Ball outside.
To get here, Ronan's had to beat HS Stereo, a good team, and Lenny had a great series.
Strike two.
That's one of the reasons they're here today.
Right. Here's the pitch. It's a ground ball down to second. He's up with it. Throw to one out. Throw to first. Safe at first. He beat the relay. We have one out. Lenny Bruno at first. One out. And GM Stetter for Ronan's.
And GM Stetter has a heavy wind heading out to right field today, and that has to get to be it.
It's a fly ball to right field, and it's caught by Ciampa. And now there's 2 out. And Nick Fornerato, probably the senior citizen of the league.
Howie, I think we should tell the viewers that you were also in the league.
There it is. And there's a base hit to right field. He's up with it, throw into second. And Lenny goes around to third base. And we have men at first and third. And Pops, as they call Nick, came through with a new hit to right field. Lawson retrieved it, threw it in the second, and we have men at first and third, 2 out. And Pat Gervoni is up, the center fielder. Here's the pitch. It's a ground ball, foul outside at third base. Okay, we have 2 out. Here's the pitch. There's a hit to right field. Lawson goes back, and he pulls it in. A nice catch in right field, and that retires Ronan's top half of the first inning. They got 2 hits, but they failed to score. Ronan's record for the season was 22 wins and 4 losses, and they won their championship against HS Stereo.
They won 2 straight. Best 2 out of 3. Playing at this late date because the Fireman's League, or the Shore Alumni League, played until 2 weeks ago, and could have played till last week if they didn't sweep a doubleheader. If TNT didn't sweep a doubleheader.
TNT will lead off with Carl Lawson, the right fielder, Gene Swag, second baseman, and Jay Brissoni, the short fielder.
the wind is stronger than ever, and it's blowing in from left or from left to right. And if anything's hit out in left field, I'm sure any ball that's hit high up near it has to be a big factor here. I know they're playing baseball in Milwaukee and St. Louis, but it's cold here today. And,
especially for softball. The field happens to be in excellent condition, thanks to the City of Long Branch Recreation Department, Public Works Department,
Parks Department, Johnny Ferrara and Chris Achera.
Okay, Carl Lawson, the right fielder, steps in, right-handed batter. Ira Kreisman on the mound. Here's the pitch, inside, ball 1. It's the second pitch, on the outside, 0-2, 2-0, I'm sorry. And 3-0. Ira works quite deliberately. And it's ball 4. That wind is blowing that ball away.
It is.
It is. Man on first. And Eugene Zweig, the second baseman, steps in. Right-handed batter. Man on first, nobody out. Here's the pitch. And he gets his strike.
Ronan's just playing five infielders. Bobby Shavarian's playing right over second base.
Pitch. There's a base line drive. Beautiful catch by the second baseman. Mac McLaren took a base hit away from Gene Zweig. And the short fielder, Jay Bisconi, steps in. Here's the pitch. It's a ground ball down to third. Fornerado is up with a throw to second. Safe at first, out at second. Nice play by Nick Fornerado. Bisconi beat the relay to first base, and there's 2 out. Mark Demreski, left fielder, steps in, left-handed batter. There's 2 out. Kreisman pitches inside. You can see his ball weave away by the wind. Just takes it as he pitched on the outside corner. 2-0.
Again, how you have a left-hander up and the number 4 batter in the order, so he's got to be looking at that fence with his wind. And see, Ira's trying to keep it away from him.
Where that wind is blowing, he has no control of the ball. Inside, ball 4. In softball, slow pitch, have to have an arc on that ball, and the way the wind is blowing, that arc is just taking the ball all over. Right-handed batter steps in. Tom Beatty. There's a base hit into center field. Coach going all the way to the wall. 1 run is scoring. Here comes the second run in. And it's a stand-up triple for Tom Beatty, the shortstop and manager of TNT, and they go ahead 2-0. That hit was a right center field and went all the way back to the wall.
The wind didn't have any effect on that ball. It was a line shot.
That was with 2 out. And Andrew Trompa steps in, the center fielder, right-handed batter. Kreisman pitches. Ground ball down into the hole, into left field for a base hit, and another run scores. And TNT leads 3-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. The DH, Dan Wendell, right-handed batter. They scored with 2 out here in the bottom of the first. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. That wind is definitely a factor here today. In ball 2. Here's the pitch. Another ball 3 on the outside. Carr's been having a little control trouble here this morning. There's the pitch. No, ball 4. Champa walks. 2 out. 2 on. Dan Wendell, the designated hitter, steps in, right-handed batter. The wind blowing in from across third base towards the first base line. Wendell, the DH. There's another line drive base hit to left field. 1 run is going to score, and it's 4-0 favor TNT. All this happened with 2 out. TNT has been at first and second. 2 out. Steve Ahora out. Steve's first baseman for TNT. The pitch. Ball. 2-0. Pitch. Ground ball. Off the glove of the shortstop. And he saves a run. Nice play by Jesse Grossman.
You know, Howie, both these teams have a reputation for being a singles team, even though the wind's blowing and the fence is short here. I don't know if we'll see many home runs, but certainly we're seeing the singles here.
Oh, with this wind blowing, you can't tell what's going to happen. Mike Vitale, the catcher, steps in. TNT is batted around here in the bottom of the first inning. Here's the pitch. No. Ball 1. Bases are loaded. 2 out. Pitch outside. Definitely having control trouble. Here's the pitch. Strike on the corner. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Base hit. Into center field. 1 run scores. Here's the second score. And it is 6. And all of this happened with 2 out. This reminds me of the World Series yesterday. Oh, Ira's getting himself in a hole here by his control. It's Carl Lawson batting for the second time. Ball 1 on the outside corner. It's the pitch. Strike. Ground ball. Second baseman up with it, throw to first, and that ends the inning. But not before. TNT scored 6 big runs here in the first of the inning. And it's 6-0 as we go to the top of the second inning. The umpires for today's game were Augie DeVito behind the plate, Nick Pizzulli at first base, and Harold Gebhaus at third base. Members of the Tri-City Umpires Association that work most of the ball games throughout the shore area. Softball, baseball. Ronan's has their work cut out for them now. Down 6-0 here in the top of the second inning. Stepping in is the short fielder Bob Shervanian. Bob's right-handed batter. And wind is definitely affecting this game here this morning. Here's the pitch. Outside. Ball 1. Strike. 1-1 on Bob Shervanian. The pitch. Fly ball. Right field. Lawson's back and takes it in. 1 out. Joe Panza, the catcher for Ronan's. Right-handed batter. Six nothing. TNT. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball one. Second pitch, fly ball, center field, hangs up there. That wind held that ball up. And center fielder Chomper pulled it in, and there's 2 out. And designated hitter Bob Whitman, right-handed batter, steps in for Ronan's. First pitch, ground ball right to the shortstop. Tom Beatty pulls it in, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. As we go to the bottom of the second, 6-0 TNT. This game is scheduled to go 9 innings. Weather is nice, except that the wind is blowing in from left field, and it definitely affects the slow ball pitching of both pitchers. Gene Swig steps in, second baseman. Ira Kreisman on the mound. Okay, first pitch, outside, ball one. It's the pitch. D. Reich, 1-1. Pitch, fly ball, foul, over the fence. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Gene Swig.
Sorry, you were paying attention back there. Oh, I'm looking at my man.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
All right, Arrow. Check the ball.
There's a pitch. Ground ball down to second baseman. McLaren, and it boots it. Goes into right field. An error on the second baseman. Mac McLaren. Nobody out, man on first. Jay Briscon steps in, short fielder. Pitch. Steve Reich on the corner. 1 strike. Ground ball. Short fielder, 1 out, throw to first, double play. That went from the short fielder, Bob Shervanian, to the second baseman, Mac McLaren, and on the first base, GM Stetter, and they turned over a double play. I think the wind helped out a little bit. That ball was thrown with the wind to first base. Mark Demreski, the right fielder, steps in. Inside. Ball 1, 2 out, 6-0. The pitch. Can't only see the ball, the dust blows up. And we have big problems. Outside, 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Bottom of the first. I'm sorry, bottom of the second inning. And that's Base on balls to Jay Dombreski. Tom Beatty steps in, shortstop. Here's the pitch. Fly ball in. Did he catch it? Yes, he caught it. A nice play by Lenny Bruno, the right fielder. Came up with a sparkling catch there. That wind took that ball, and he made a nice catch. Now, end of 2 innings, 6-0, favor of TNT in this second annual Atlanticville Trophy game.
Howie, let's mention who the umpires are today. Did you mention already? Augie's behind the plate. Wind is blowing so hard. Nick Pazzulli.
And Harold Geldhouse.
Harold is at Geldhouse is at third base, and Nick is at first. And they got to get credit just for coming out here today. It is really, the wind has picked up, I think, another 5 miles an hour since we started this game.
It's perfect football weather.
Yes, that's for sure. We don't have any football.
Okay, top half of the third inning. Mac McLaren, the shortstop, second baseman. 6-0.
6. Come on, number 14.
That's who?
Second baseman, Mac McLaren, steps in, left-handed batter.
Jim Pento's on the mound.
Pence's pitch. There's a fly ball to right field. And Lawson, who's been quite busy out there, makes another nice catch. That ball is doing all kinds of tricks in the outfield. It's a challenge out there to try to catch one of these balls. Jesse Grossberg, shortstop. 1 ball. Steve Reich on the corner. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Ground ball right back to the mound. Throw to first, and there's 2 out. And the pitcher, Ira Kreisman, steps in. 2 out, nobody on. The pitch, strike, 1 on the corner. Ground ball down to second, up with it, throw to first, and that retires the side. Ronan has yet to get a runner as far as third base. And it's 6-0 as we go to the bottom of the third.
And Harry, I want to tell people a little bit about how the Atlanticville Trophy game came about. These leagues, we covered them both in the Atlanticville, the newspaper, and Shore Alumni League and the Firemen's League. The Firemen's League plays on Sunday mornings. Shore Alumni League plays in the afternoon. And we just thought they were comparable leagues. And at the end of the year, they had their champions, and it seemed logical to have the two play for a game, and we made the trophy up and gave them that. Next year, we might do a 2 out of 3. Scheduling is the problem. For instance, this year's the first date we had to play, and it's late, and it's cold, as we've said.
Does the camera have the capability of zooming on close shots? You know, like zooming in on that camera, you off the grass? Do a replay to see if he caught it? Yeah, he caught it.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I mean, I just want to know if you're capable.
Let's get together here. Let's take some more people. I know the game. What do you got,
Here we go, bottom of the third.
They are keeping their focus.
Some discussion over what the score is. We have 6. They have 7. So one team has 6. obviously the team on the receiving end of the TNT thinks they have 7, so I don't know. It's an unusual situation, I'd say. 6 they've decided on, as I thought it was. Yes.
First pitch is strike. Hawk is up, left-handed batter. Pitch, ground ball down to second. Clarence up with it, throw to Stetter, and there's 1 away. Andrew Chalma, the center fielder, steps in. 1 out. Kreisman pitches outside. Ball 1. It's a pitch. No, inside. Ball 2. 2-0. There's the pitch. And ball 3. 3-0. The wind has died down just here for a bit. The pitch. Ball 4. As a DH, Dan Wendell steps in. 1 out, man on first for TNT. First pitch, fly ball, left field, way out, way out. And Ronan makes a nice catch in left field. Had a long run, went over to the fence. Now there's 2 out. Steve Ahoro, first baseman, steps in. 2 out, man on first.
Jimmy Ronan caught that ball over his shoulder and looking into the sun. It was a tough play.
Pitch, ground ball, through into left field for a base hit for Steve Ahoro. And again, TNT threatens with 2 out. Mike Vitale, the catcher, steps in. Runners at first and second, and 2 out. Strike 1 on the inside corner. Here's the pitch. Ground ball right back to the box. Ira takes it, throws to first, and retires aside. So at the end of
3 innings, 3 complete. Score remains 6-0. Howie, I have Mark Hampton here from the Shore Alumni League. Mark, give us a little background on how this league came about.
Mr. Jim Ronan, about 12 years ago, wanted to start an association. So him and his son Jimmy got together a league. We had 6 teams back in '71, and we've expanded in the past 12 years. We're up to 14 teams now, and Fireman's League comparably has 16. We have no plans to expand any further right now, but the league has gone from 50 guys playing 6-7 games. We're up to a 19-game schedule, and I'm very happy the way things have turned out.
It's kind of ironic that Jimmy Ronan is on the opposite team right now.
He's also on the Club Spanky roster. He's on my roster. He doesn't play any games, and his team, he was playing for 10 years. He was in the league, and his team dropped out this year, so he's gone both ways.
And he's now in the Fireman's League. He won that league, and he's up to bat. So, so here you go, Howie.
Okay, Jimmy Ronan made a nice catch in left field. He steps in. Top of the 4th inning. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Steve Reich on the corner, 1-1. And that wind's picking up again. Here's the pitch. Fly ball, right field. And he came up with it. Another nice catch by Carl Lawson. Lawson's been very, very busy out there in right field as that wind is playing all kinds of tricks. And then Lenny Bruno steps in. right fielder for Ronan's. 1 out. This pitch outside, ball 1.
Howie, in between inning, I'd like to get Joe Maracci over here to tell us about the Fireman's League. There's a base hit. No, nice play by Beatty.
Out. Beautiful play by the shortstop, Tom Beatty.
I said I wanted to have Joe on to give us a few words, but Joe's running one of our cameras for us today, so camera 1. We want to thank him for that. We want to thank the Fergusons next door too. They let us plug in. All right, we couldn't get our generators working. It's a high fly ball to right field, and the wind is taking it, and it's an out, another out.
Well, Carl Lawson has really had himself a day out there in right field, as that ball has been hit to right field numerous times, and not easy playing that wind along with the sun. And Ronan's is yet to score.
I wanted to say that we couldn't get the generators to operate properly here today. We weren't going to be able to televise this game, but the man next door, Mr. Ferguson, allowed us to go plug into his kitchen outlet, so we want to thank him also. How are you fighting with the wind here?
I think everybody has trouble with this wind here today. And after that nice catch, naturally the first batter up is the right fielder, Carl Lawson, who has had himself some day out there in right field. Made 2 sparkling catches. Bottom of the 4th. 6-0 TNT. And the first pitch is in there. Strike 1. Second pitch. Ground ball down the short. Rosenberg up with it, throw to first, and he's out.
Come on now. Always go like something like jump. Boom. Right when he hits. Then you'll miss. Daddy.
Gene Swag, second baseman, steps in for TNT. First pitch. Ball. Kreisman pitches. Inside, ball 2. That wind is coming back again. Pitch, Steve Reich. 2-1. Pitch. Fly ball, center field. Gironi over there takes it. And it's 2 out. Bottom of the 4th. Short fielder Jay Brisconi in. It's a pitch. Ball outside. There's a slicing ball into right field for a base hit. And with 2 out, TNT has a man on first base. And Mark Dombreski, the left fielder, steps in, left-handed batter. It's the pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 out. Pitch, ground ball to second baseman. McLaren up with a throw to Stetter, and that retires the side. As we finish 4 complete innings, 6-0 TNT. Top of the 5th inning. This goes 9 innings. And Nick Fornerado steps in, third baseman for Ronan's. He's been playing in this league for over 16 years now. He's a construction worker and one of the mainstays of this Ronan's team.
I also want to point out that Ronan's down 6-zip, but it's the top of the 5th, but they're a come-from-behind team. They've been doing it all year, so we're not counting them out yet.
Now Ronan's has got a very sound team. They've been up around the leaders for many, many years, going into playoffs, if not winning their league or the division championship, and now they're right up here at the Atlanticville Trophy game. Nick Fornerado, third baseman. First pitch, and there's a slicing ball into right field, and Lawson again comes up with a nice catch. Certainly been a busy right fielder out there. Pat Giavone, center fielder. The pitch, ground ball, and there's a base hit into right field for Giavone. That one, Mr. Lawson could not have caught. Bob Shervanian, the short fielder, steps in.
This Ronan is a right field hitting team, and it's no wonder Lawson's busy out there, especially with the wind blowing that way.
Pitch, a strike on the corner. It's a pitch, and there's another slicing ball to right field, and Lawson couldn't hold on to that one. It gets away from him. Nice try. It was a low line drive that curved away from him. He made a nice try for that ball. Had a glove on it, but couldn't hold it. Joe Panza steps in, catcher. First and second, one out. This is one of the best threats Ronan has had in this game. Is the pitch, and there's a base hit into right field, to left field. And a run is going to score. He's safe. Nice play. So Ronan is on the board. The base hit by Joe Panza into left field. Throw came to the plate, but was not in time. Bob Whitman, the DH, steps in. Men at first and second. There's an appeal play. And was denied by umpire Gelhouse. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. And safe all around. Safe all around. Baseball. Shortstop came up with the ball. Time is called. The bases are loaded. Shortstop came up with the ball. Made the play, but they were safe all around. And now bases are loaded. And Jack McLaren steps in. One out. Here's the pitch. Strike on the corner. The pitch. Ground ball to second baseman. Here's the throw to the plate. He forced play. Nice play. Made the play to the plate and forced the runner, Bob Shervanian, at home. We have two out. And Jesse Grossberg steps in. Shortstops. Bases are still loaded. One run is in for Ronan's, and there's two out.
Ronan's got a few breaks, but they couldn't get the big hit yet.
Fine fielding on the part of TNT has really held this Ronan's team down, and it's a strike call.
Come on, Bird, get it up.
There's the pitch. There's a fly ball to left field. Dombreski gets over and pulls it in for the out. And Ronan's got on the scoreboard, and it's 6-1.
We'll talk to Joe Marachi, Howie, from the Long Branch Firemen's League if we can get him over here. I think we can get him over here. No, he's busy. Somebody on camera. At the bottom of the fifth. 6-1.
Art Kreisman on the mound. He's an attorney. Went to Asbury Park High School. And has had his problems today with the wind and his control. Tom Beatty steps in. The fly ball to right field going foul, out of play. And as soon as we get another ball in here, we'll have the game going. One strike. Ronan's playing their 5 infielders. Is the pitch. Fly ball in the gap, and it's nice play by Jimmy Ronan to keep that ball from going through to the wall. But it's a double for Tom Beatty.
It's a double and a triple, and I think the last time up, he's having a good day, taking advantage of that wind.
Third baseman Kevin Hawkhurst steps in. Nobody out, men on second for TNT. It's the pitch, and a swing and a miss. Pitch does a little dancing around with that wind, and Hawkhurst wants that ball examined. Here's the pitch. Now the foul tip. 2 strikes.
And how he was trying to go to right field, he just didn't get a hold of it.
Here's the pitch. And a base hit into left field. Ronan's up with it. Here's the throw to home. No, he cut off, and a run scores. Changed his mind at the last minute, knowing he didn't have a chance to make that play at home. And Hawkhurst gets a base hit and brings in another run.
That makes the score 7-1. And we're still in the 5th. Andrew Chama.
Center field.
Center fielder is up. We should tell the viewers that you're Howie Marlin and I'm Michael Booth. We have to remind him of that once in a while. Like Cosell, you know.
Stu Reich on the corner. Nobody out. A base hit into right field. Hawkhurst goes down to second. Chaffa comes through with a base hit to right field. And then first and second, nobody out. And then designated hitter Dan Wendell steps in. Nobody out, first and second is the pitch. A high pop fly going foul. Fornerado and the Panza try to get that ball right by the fence and the TV camera. One strike. Here's the pitch. Line drive. Nice double play. A line drive. Jesse Grossberg flipped it to second base, and Hawkhurst was caught off. And there's 2 out quickly. Strike on the corner. Here's the pitch. Line drive, first base. And GM Stetter pulls it in, retires the side.
Firemen within the companies within the city of Long Branch. And as the league expanded through the years, different teams entered the league, and then they had set a few rules that you had to be a Long Branch fireman or 27 years of age. This was just a matter of not having ringers come in or younger players who were better than the average fireman. And it's grown now to where it's 16.
Nice play. Retired Ira Kreisman. Tried to go to right field. And Jimmy Ronan steps in. Here's the pitch. Steve Reich on the corner. Fly ball, left field. And the left fielder, Dombreski, comes up, makes the catch. Wynn held that ball up, made it look easy. But it's not easy playing the outfield here today.
Defense has been the name of the game. TNT's been played an excellent defensive game, and the wind really hasn't made that much difference.
Strike to Lenny Bruno. Right fielder for Ronans. Strike 2 on the corner. Bruno played high school ball at Long Branch High. Fly ball, fair ball into right field for a base hit. Lawson's up with it, brings it back in. GM Stetter, first baseman, steps in. There's a base hit into, knocked down by the second baseman, but keeps the ball from going through. Nice play. It's 2 out. Base hit by Stetter, moves Bruno to second, and brings up Nick Fornerato. Inside. Ball 1. Pitch. Down to second. Throw to first. Retires the side. Again, Ronans is turned away. the 6th inning. And it's 7-1.
The umpires are all from Tri-City Umpires Association.
No, I mean, give us up.
Did you notice that? Did you notice? You know, give me this. Say, you know, you're the Tommy.
See, the umpires have signals too.
Harold is facing the camera at all times, making sure the signals are properly enunciated.
What's the count?
I don't know. This is Governor.
Mike Vitale steps in, the catcher for TNT. Here's the pitch. A strike on the corner. The pitch right back to the box. Kreisman takes it, throws the steader, and that's the first out. And Carl Lawson, the right fielder for TNT, steps in. Carl's been quite busy out there in right field. Here's the pitch, outside. Pitch, another outside pitch. Kreisman's trying to be careful with these batters, and with the wind, his control has not been that sharp. 3-0. Here's the pitch, Steve Reich. 3-1. The pitch. Ground ball down to Trevanian. Throws in time for the out. And there's 2 out. It's the advantage of playing with that 5th infielder, who can make that play from behind second base. Gene Swig, the second baseman, steps in.
I'm going to say, Howie, the people riding by wonder what we're doing playing ball this time of year. Cars.
Ground ball down to McLaren. He's up with it. The throw to first in time. Nice play, and retires the side. 1, 2, 3, I think, for the first time today. As we go to the
Top of the 7th inning it is. Still 7-1. Excellent game.
considering it's moving along. As we go to the 7th.
Good thing for Ronans, I think we're playing 9 now. This would be their last chance if we weren't. They don't normally play 9-inning games, but today they are. And so far the game's moving along. After the first inning, shaky first, it's been really a 1-to-1 game. You all right, Howie? The wind is blowing everything away here. And we got our first batter up. Patch room. Line, 1 out.
Line drive. First baseman takes it, retires. Pat Trevoni for the first out. And the short fielder, Bob Trevanian, steps in.
Bob's dad's running for mayor in West Long Branch. And he's the coach of the team, but he couldn't be here today. The regular coach.
He's on the campaign trail today. Ground ball off the shins. Second baseman comes up with it and throws it off. That ball was hit right back off the shins of the pitcher. Went to the second baseman, and he threw out Trevanian.
Zweig and Beatty are playing excellent defense today. Zweig at second, Beatty at short. And Mark Hampton informs me that they're one of the better, or the best, double play combinations in the league, which is a tribute. Certainly it's difficult to turn a double play in this game of softball. This year, I think, because the defense has gotten better, there have been more double plays than ever.
Fly ball, center field, and Chopper makes the catch.
It was to left, but flew to center.
Started out to left and blew all the way over to center field.
All right, Bud, good pitching, buddy. Let's go, come on. Don't lay down. Hey, Howie, you want to change the tape? Come on, guys. No? Mike? Mike? Uh-oh, we got rid of our catcher. Here comes old folks. I said they call him a Nick old folks. Huh? What's that?
Ronan's made a change. Bob Whitman has gone in to catch. He was the DH, designated hitter. Unlike baseball rules, a designated hitter can go in and play a position and stay in the game.
Hey, Aaron, that's why you're pitching slow, huh? Walk the fastball.
Bottom of the seventh, 7-1, TNT. First pitch. Ball. And there's a base hit into left field. He's trying for second. He comes in and he's out. He tried to stretch it. And Jay Brisione, the short fielder, singled into left field. Throw by Bob Trevanian to Jack McLaren, and he was out trying to stretch it. Mark Dombreski, the left fielder, steps in. One out. Kreisman pitches. Fly ball, right field, way out, way back, and a nice catch by Lenny Bruno right up against the fence. You can't tell whether that wind takes the ball or holds it up there, swirling around. Tom Beatty, the shortstop, steps in. It's 2 out. Kreisman pitches. Fly ball, right field, base hit. And right fielders on both sides are earning their money today. Really no money.
Come on. Anyway, big shot. Come on, Hawk. You hit him with the bat.
Kevin Hawkhurst, third baseman, steps in.
Part of the hot dog.
It's the pitch. Trevanian comes up with the ball, throws to shortstop for the force, retires the side. We go to the 8th inning, 7-1, favor of TNT.
Howie Marlin, after the game, will present the Atlanticville Trophy and a Most Valuable Player Award.
Hey, Harold, you're a hot dog. I know.
I think we should tell our viewers that last year the trophy was won by the Haul Out. Phil Kuthall, representing the Haul Out, returned it today, just in time. We were wondering if we were going to have it here. And that was the first year. Of course, this is the second, and it's a traveling trophy.
It is a beautiful trophy. It stands about 2 feet high. Has a image of a batter, and the plates underneath it will have the winner's name engraved along with the year that they won it. And as Mike said, it is a traveling trophy. The winners can keep it for the year that they win it. And as we go to the top of the 8th, Bob Whitman steps in. It's a pitch, strike on the corner.
Well, Howie Ronan has 2 innings left to do it. And there's a fly ball to center field, and it's going to be an easy out.
It's first out in the top of the 8th. And Jack McLaren, second baseman, steps in. Left-handed batter. Pitch by Pino. No. Ball 1. Pitch, fly ball, right field. Lawson goes back and hauls it in. And Jesse Grossberg, shortstop for Ronan, steps in. 2 out. 8th inning. The 2nd annual Atlanticville Trophy softball championship game. It's the pitch. Ball. Ball. 2-0. Here's the pitch. Ball 3. High, ball 4. And Ira Kreisman steps in. It's a chance to get himself back in the ball game.
Hey, cameraman, over here.
Ball. Pino's pitch. Strike on the corner. 1-1. Here's the pitch. High, ball 2. 2-1. Grossberg on first. Outside, ball 3. 3-1. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. And that's the second walk. Jimmy Ronan steps in. Strike on the corner to Jim Ronan. Here's the pitch. Strike 2. 0-2. First and second. Foul ball. 0-2 on Jim Ronan. 8th inning. Here's the pitch. Fly ball, left field. Shortstop goes back and takes it. And that retires the side. Again, Ronan's is turned away as we go to the bottom of the 8th.
And the score remains 7-1. And the game, as we said, from the first inning on, has moved rapidly here.
goodness.
Yes, not as rapidly as the wind is moving here. But next year we're going to play this game earlier, Howie, Marlon. I think the umpires should, they've done an excellent job all year. Augie's, everybody knows Augie DeVito, I think.
They're all members of the Tri-City Umpires Association.
And they do a good job.
And Andrew Champa, the center fielder, steps in as we go to the bottom of the 8th. 7-1 TNT. Here's the first pitch. Ball. And there is a base hit to right field. Bruno comes up with it, throws it back in, and Champa has a base hit.
Champa works at EAI. He's a material coordinator.
And Dan Wendell steps in, the designated hitter. Nobody out, in on first.
Dan's a landscaper. Should give a little background on what these people do.
Ground ball back to second, and a double play. That double play went from the first base, from the pitcher to the short fielder who covered second base and threw on to first. Short fielder Bob Trevanian, playing right behind the bag, took that throw. And there's a fly ball to right field. Bruno comes in and takes it for the out and retires the side. And we go to the top of the 9th, and Ronan's last chance to get back in this ball game. 7-1, and the championship of the bragging rights to the Long Branch Softball League is on the line right here.
That it is. 3 outs away.
Top of the 9th, Lenny Bruno steps in. Lenny is a sales rep for Beckman Instruments. Played baseball at Long Branch High and Seton Hall. Lenny has had his work cut out for him here. As Jim Pino pitches, Steve Reich on the corner. 9th inning, 7-1. Ball. Here's the pitch. Fly ball, center field. Way out. And it's over his head. In, hits the fence. Bruno around second. It's going to go into third with a stand-up triple. Again, that wind took that ball and carried it all the way to the fence. Center fielder Chalmer had his glove on it but couldn't hold it. GM Stetter steps in. The pitch, ground ball down to second. And he boots it, goes right through, and he's safe, and a run comes in. Second baseman Had an eye at Bruno at third. Couldn't come up with the ball. And Nick Fornerado steps in. 1 run in, men on first. Fly ball, center field. Might be in the gap. No. Nice catch by the center fielder. Andrew Tama came over. That ball curved with the wind, and he was able to make the catch. It is 1 out. Pat Giavone steps in. Pat's a phys ed teacher up at Marlboro High School. It's ground ball back to the mound. Throw to second, throw on the first, safe. The ball gets away. Now Stetter was forced at second base. And there's 2 out. Bob Shavanian steps in.
Who's that, the coach?
We're down to our last out for Ronan's here. Here's the pitch. Strike on the corner. There's 2 out. Bottom of the ninth. Top of the ninth. Fly ball, left field. Shortstop comes over, grabs the ball, and that's the game. 7-2 as TNT wins the 2nd annual Atlanticville Trophy game. And present the trophies will be the managing editor of the Atlanticville Long Branch's own newspaper, Mike Booth.
Well, that's it, Howie Marlin. And here we are at the end of the game with the manager and most valuable player of the game, Tom Beatty. And Tom, congratulations on your victory. And here's the Atlanticville Trophy, and you've got that for at least a year. Maybe you'll come back and win it again next year.
I hope to. It was a team effort. We all came out. The win was tough, and the defense pulled through one more time.
Thank you very much. We want to thank Howie Marlin. We want to thank our umpires. And Joe Marachi, who was also substituted as a cameraman today, and Augie DeVito, technician, right? And Mark Hampton from the Shore Alumni League, and Joe, of course, from the Long Branch Firemen's League. We want to thank the store people. Harold, we want to thank you for calling a great game. We'll see you all next year. Thank you very much.